I have minor manifestations with my health, minor indications, you know, a few skin things, and I want those to clear up, but I'm concerned that I don't have enough energy, or I'm not enough focus or reason to focus until it gets worse. And so I'm wondering how to clear things up before they need to get...
You make a really good point, because we've noticed that most people don't focus until they have a strong reason to do so. And you all have trained yourself. Our friend was talking about it earlier, about being sort of trained to look at all sides of things, and you put up with a lot more discordant vibration than is good for you, or than we would. We put up with none of it. In other words, we never step outside the vortex. And so when you come to a place of posing a question like this, it's a good indicator, because what you're saying is, I'm at the point where I am now willing to be pickier about the way I feel, and I'm going to catch these vibrational indicators of vibrational discord at earlier, more subtle stages. Because you've heard us say, we say it often, that if life has caused you to become more and you're not letting yourself be it, so there's vibrational discord, and you don't recognize it by the emotion, and then deliberately choose thoughts that cause the discord to dissipate, don't worry, the discord will get bigger, because law of attraction is responding to this aspect of you, and law of attraction is responding to this aspect of you. So the tug of war is going to get stronger and stronger. The resistance is going to become more and more evident. So at first, the resistance shows up in minor, you used the word minor manifestation, but it shows up in minor emotion. If you still don't do something about releasing the resistance, the minor emotion becomes more major and more chronic. And if you still don't do something about it, then you begin getting physical sensations, and then other physical indicators. And all illness, every bit of it, no matter what, every illness is an indication of resistance every single time. So as you recognize that you're letting your guard down, in the sense that you're not paying attention or not making a decision to do something different because of it, then when an indicator comes, bless the indicator. Bless the indicator. We don't see any of you sticking a happy face sticker over the gas gauge on your car because you don't like to see the empty gas tank. In other words, oh, it's empty. That bothers me. I think I'll just cover it up. Because you want to know you have an empty gas tank, because you want to do something about that. And we want you to no longer cover up the indicator of negative emotion by pretending that it isn't there, or by saying everybody's doing it. In other words, we want your standards of the way you feel to get higher and higher and higher and higher. We don't want you to put up with negative emotion. And in the moment that you decide that you're not going to put up with negative emotion, which doesn't mean that you're going to hide from the world, which may be the seeming reason that you've got negative emotion, it means you're going to change the thought to something that doesn't feel negative. In other words, you're not going to try to control the uncontrollable. You're going to control what you can control, which is the direction of your thought, which is the television programs you watch, and the music you listen to, and the people that you call and talk to, and the blogs that you read. In other words, there's all kinds of things that you can do that make you feel negative emotion, or that make you feel positive emotion. And when your dominant intent is to feel positive emotion, you will have no more indicators that manifest in other ways. In other words, the indication doesn't have to get bigger unless you ignore the indication. And it won't get bigger unless you're ignoring the indication. So what we hear you say is, I want to be more aware of what I'm doing vibrationally. I want my emotions to be more obvious to me. Now, in the beginning, it's going to mean you're going to have a little more emotional roller coaster experience. Your highs are going to feel higher and your lows are going to feel lower as you tune yourself to awareness of what you're doing. In other words, it's like activating your guidance system. The most effective way we know of activating your guidance system in a way that you can't miss it, so that then you don't need other manifestational indicators to show you that you're out of whack, is the process of meditation. Because when you sit every day for 15 or 20 minutes and you deliberately focus upon something that quiets your mind, listen to the dripping of a faucet, or find a sound in an air conditioner that's buzzing and focus upon it, or count your breathing in and out. Focus on something that doesn't require much thought, but that takes your attention. Sometimes Esther will start over 10 times because she'll start there, then her mind will wander. Then she'll start there and her mind will wander. And then she'll start there and her mind will wander. But if you are determined to find something that quiets your mind, put your brain on pause, because when you stop thought, you stop resistant thought. And when you stop resistant thought, your vibration raises and you spend whatever time you're sitting there in vibrational alignment with your broader perspective. That's like tuning yourself into the vortex. That's like practicing the vibration of in the vortex. And the more you practice the vibration of in the vortex, the more when you're not in the vortex at the early subtle stages, in other words, you might not be all the way out of the vortex. You might just be on your way out of the vortex, but you're so sensitive to the vibration, you feel it. And from inside the vortex or from on the brink of the vortex, it's very easy to turn and go back in. It's just not so easy to turn and go back in when you've gotten far out of it, you see.
Well, I think that's been the thing, because I feel like I have little things, and those freak me out. And I'm like, oh, or they'll get worse or something.
Good. Esther's very sensitive to emotion. Things that she just rode with years ago now really get her attention. And some might say, oh, she's become hypersensitive. And we say, yes, she has, and it's a good thing. Because now she does not have to have manifestational indicators
that are huge.
Yes. So if someone says, oh, you're so sensitive, say, I know. I've trained myself that way because I believe my life is supposed to be perfect, and when it isn't, I throw a fit.
That's pretty much it.
Your children do, don't they? Don't they? They know they're good, and when you imply they're not, do you see the way they look at you? You screwy rabbit. I'm good. It takes them a long time for you to convince them that they're not. Enough?
Yes, thank you.